Hey guys, I want to give you one major reason why you should not move into Bell Flatirons Apartments is because there's no parking here, guys. And right now it's roughly about 6:30 and people haven't even came home, but there's no parking here. This parking here, if you park here, they will tow you, okay? And so what happens is that if you come here around 7:30, 8 o'clock, there's literally no parking. People are just parking on the side of the streets. And if you live here, you have to maybe walk a quarter of a mile. And what happens is, if you come to the street, okay, let's go to the front, guys. And what happens is everybody has to park, you know, on the front of the main street for like a quarter of a mile and walk, okay? So why is that important? If you're a single woman, if you're pregnant, if you know you're scared, I mean, walking at 10, 11 o'clock, if you work late, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, what have you, you're elderly people, because a lot of people that live here are retirees, okay? There's no parking, guys. If you're handicapped, if you have small children, like, think about it. When you go grocery shopping, there's absolutely no fucking parking. Okay, you can see this. And right now, like I said, people are just barely getting home from work. And so if you come here 9, 10 o'clock, there's absolutely no parking. That's the front of the street where the stop sign is. And you can see there's absolutely no parking. All around, people are parked. And people are just coming home from work. You can see cars just coming in. This is called the Bell Flatirons, okay? And it doesn't matter what section you're in, there's no parking. I have came home many nights, every fucking night basically, and I have to park so far away. You can see people are just coming home from work and there's absolutely no parking, guys. Zero, zilch. So again, please consider moving to these apartments. They're very expensive, it's poorly managed, and there's absolutely no parking, guys. None. Okay, you can see one here, but you go inside of the apartments and walk. There's times that we have to go and park across the street over here at the dog park and hike a 20-minute walk home, okay, with groceries. So if you're considering moving to the Bell Flatirons, okay, please reconsider. You're gonna thank me, okay? Because there's absolutely, this is it, this is their company, okay? And they don't care about their clients at all. If you look at their reviews, just horrible. And I wish I would have done the reviews myself, because I'm from Texas and I came here without even seeing the property, and I just booked it all online, man. And it's been one of the most horrible experiences ever. And this is one of the things that they suck about. And there's other videos that I have that goes into more detail about other things they suck about, and why you shouldn't move here. And if you do, you're probably gonna fucking hate it. And you know, I'm paying $1,200 for a month, actually like $1,300 with all the junk fees for, you know, I think like 400 square foot, 500. I'm a real estate investor. I came to Colorado to buy real estate. I have a lot of properties in Texas, and it's ridiculous, guys. You can see all these cars coming home from work, and they're gonna all come out here and figure there's no parking. You can see it. All these people who are just coming up from work, they're gonna realize there's no parking like every other fucking night, dude. Every other fucking night, there's no parking here, okay? And management doesn't care at all, okay? And there's a major problem, because these apartment complexes probably have like a 50% occupancy ratio. They're not even full, dude. Look, everybody's coming home from work. You can see people are just driving around. They can't find parking spaces. They're coming out. See, I just want to show it to you. So if you want to pay ridiculous prices and you want to have a shitty ass fucking property management and you don't want to have any parking, then this is the place to go. But again, if you're a single person, if you're a retiree and you're old, and I mean, because right around here is the wilderness, you can see the mountains over there, and there's coyotes here at night. And you know, when I had to go park at the park over there and walk 20 minutes up, and you know, it was dangerous. And And so what I'm saying to you guys is, this place sucks. There's really no parking, dude, nothing. And they give you one garage, which is okay, but the problem is the garage is so darn small that I would say 60% of the cars don't fit into it, because this is a very old complex that charges a lot of money. And back in the 50s or 60s or 70s, cars were smaller. Today, you know, if you have a full-size, like I have a Mercedes-Benz SL 550 convertible, $100,000 car, man, it doesn't fit in there, right? So what I'm telling you guys is, if you want to watch out for your safety, if you're worried about that, you have kids, you go grocery shopping, you're disabled, you know, you're single, then you don't want to come and move into these apartments, because they have an infestation of major parking problem. And I will continue walking back to show it to you. There, you know, I live in the beginning of the apartments, and many times I have to walk 20-30 minutes just to get to my house, man. And then try to imagine making 2 trips. So what I have done is I bought a bike, and I have had to buy these little bags just to carry my groceries from my car, because there's no parking, dude. Absolutely nothing. All right, so let me show it to you. And right now it's early, people are not even coming home, and I didn't want to wait to video it later because it gets so darn dark, and I didn't want to video it in the daytime because it looks like there's a lot of parking. So if you come here and look at the apartments in the daytime when everybody's working, okay, because the office closes right around 5, okay, then there's a lot of room. But if you wait and you come in here 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, well, you might have to go to another commercial property to park. What we do is we go to the dog park to park. Guys, you can see there's no parking, guys, okay? So be warned, okay? I mean, people have to park in handicap because there's really no parking. I've never parked in handicap because I understand, you know, disability, and I respect that, but, you know, there's really no parking, guys. Look, you can look around. I know it's getting a little dark, but I just want you guys to know that if you move in here, and if you're a woman, you're disabled, you're a vet, you know, you're missing a limb or something, please understand that, dude, there's no parking here for you guys, and you're gonna pay a ridiculous amount of money, and management's not gonna be helpful at all. And that's what's going to happen to you. And if you're single, or because I would say at least 25-30% of the people that live here, or I've noticed is retirees like myself, that come here for just to retire, or, you know, start a second business, or like me, buy real estate, whatever. And they're mostly elderly people, right? And you know, I would hate for my grandma have to walk so far, guys, or I would hate for a woman that's pregnant have to walk so far. There's absolutely no parking. You can see people just parking outside waiting. There's no parking, guys, and they tow you, and if you park like on the side right here, they tow you, okay? So if you want to get your car towed, move into these fucking apartments. If you want to pay ridiculous prices on a property that's poorly managed, and I have other videos where I talk about why it's poorly managed. And you can see, guys, there's no parking. People just driving around. They'll do circles over and over. And again, this is still early. Not everyone's home from work. I would say about 30% of people are home from work. Just give it another hour, hour and a half, and there's not going to be any parking. Unfortunately, since the sun goes down early, I didn't have the luxury to wait around to show you guys the problem of the infestation. Here's talking about infestation. Let me add this on here. These apartments, whenever you like go online, like the way I booked all online. They have one price, and they once you pay your deposit, pay your stuff, when you come out here, they're gonna charge you a different price. They're gonna have all these junk fees like pets fee, pesticide. I mean, they never come spray, but they charge you extra fees and all this crazy stuff. So be careful. Don't book online like I've done. I trusted the company. I thought what they say is going to be true, but it wasn't. You know, they should have disclosed that there's no parking space. You know, just crazy, guys. I've never been to a situation where the apartment complex is not even 100% full. I would say like 50% occupancy. You can see majority of apartments are empty, but they have no parking space. And big, you know, big cars like this are just like average cars, like a Lexus, you know, they can't fit into these small, because once you open it up, there's hardly any room in here, because these are very, very old garages, guys. So go out there and do your due diligence, read the reviews about this company, and don't make the same mistakes that I've done. You can see another poor soul just driving around trying to find parking space. All right, and then there's somebody right there can't find parking space. All right, guys, thank you for watching.